chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
A beautiful rendition of our national anthem here at Franklin College. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's HCAC broadcast as we bring you exciting, hard-hitting football action. We're live from Fott Stadium on the campus of Franklin University for this matchup that features the Rose-Hulman Fighting Engineers and the Franklin College Grizzlies. Today's contest is sponsored by the Morales Group, building better futures one story at a time. Aspen Creek Grill, why go anywhere else for delicious food? Bertner Electric provides quality electrical services in central Indiana. Boilermaker 374, we're second to none in quality and performance. Clean Slate, inspired innovation that moves business forward. Piper Logistics, from warehousing to transportation and everything in between. And Drumstick Dash, move your feet so others can eat. For our team of the producer and Swiss Army knife, the coach Keith Myers, and cameraman Eric Eaton. This is Clark Chafin. We're very excited to bring you this matchup. As we look at conference standings, folks, we have a huge game this afternoon. Rose-Hulman comes into this matchup with an overall record of 4-2 and tied atop the first in the HCAC with a 3-0 record. One of the teams they're tied with is across the sidelines. It's the Franklin Grizzlies. They hold a 3-3 record and are also 3-0 in conference play. Let's take a quick look at both teams. First, Rose-Hulman. Preseason finished to pick second in the league. They're riding a 4-game winning streak. Coach Jeff Sokol's in his 13th season. He's a 4-time Coach of the Year. And offensively, the Fighting Engineers average 39 points per contest, which ranks second in the HCAC, led by Grant Raperda, the senior running back, 85 yards and 4 touchdowns, and Jay Smith, 81 yards and 5 touchdowns. Rose-Hulman has a potent offense and a defense that ranks first in the HCAC. Meanwhile, if we take a look at the Franklin Grizzlies, coached by Alan Hansel in his 4th season, they're led by running back Garrett Cora. He's a junior who leads the league in rushing, 158 yards per contest, 14 touchdowns, and what's impressive, he's been a 3-time conference offensive player of the week already. So we look to him for Franklin to really get the ball moving for the Grizzlies on offense and keep this potent Rose-Hulman offense on the sideline.
You know, Rose-Hulman won the toss and elected to defer, and what a game it will be. And, you know, there will be a lot of things happening today. Be aware of the sidelines and be aware of trickery today.
And sometimes you need that to pull off an upset, Coach.
We pulled one upset today already.
We're ready to go as Rose-Hulman gets set to kick off. Jonathan Olliger gets ready to put a foot into it. And one of the things I will tell you, being on the field before the game, when Franklin's receiving this football, the sun is right in their eyes. The kick is underway. Taken from the 5-yard line up the right side and cut down at the 25-yard line. Clint Herney with the return.
You could see that the wind held that ball up a little bit today too, Clark. We'd have a stiff wind, and Franklin is going toward that wind. As now we're looking for the ball boys to bring the balls in.
Get rid of that kicking ball. We're ready, set. Franklin's got their ball. They will spot it on the right hash of the 25-yard line. A big opportunity for the Grizzlies, just to be at the table in that conversation, prove that they belong with that 3-0 conference record. Ross will be at quarterback. Fake the handoff, roll to his left. Nice comeback route is complete to number 7, Spencer Wright. Good play there offensively, Coach, as Wright drove the defender down, cut back to good timing on that pass play. Gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2.
I think Franklin needs some positive, maybe move the chains 2 or 3 times. Maybe not have to score would be ideal, but just move the chains.
Cora moves the pile forward, and he's going to get a first down. Gave it 4 yards. And just so as you said, move those chains, first down. Franklin, one of the conference's top teams in first downs. 1st and 10 now from the 37. Cora up the right side, brings off a tackle, and a nice 12-yard run there by Cora. And the Franklin offense.
You mentioned that he has been all conference the last 3 weeks, and that's the conference season. You know, the tough preseason game, as Coach talked about in pregame, the tough preseason game has made them where they are today.
Cora, 2 carries for 16 yards. Back to pass down the slant. It caught, contested catch all the way down to the 18-yard line, and the Grizzlies are in the red zone. A nice pass and completion to number 3, Dylan McKinney.
How impressive is that? Time into huddle, time into pack. Nice job.
Arrow formation to the left. Cora moves the pile up the middle, leans, get that forward lean. Good push by that offensive line. And Cora will take it for a gain of, we'll call it 4. 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 10. And a nice complete drive here by Franklin to start this contest. Now they're slowing it down a little bit in the red zone. Want to make sure they're in the right formation, get the right play call.
You want to slow down Rose-Hulman anyway. You know, this is a smart move by coach.
Keep him off balance. Ross in the shotgun. Cora fakes the handoff, rolls, goes back to Cora on the wheel route, and a pass flag will be called as the pass intended for Cora in the end zone. Defensive back didn't get a chance to turn his head around and find the ball. That'll be a pass interference on Rose-Hulman. And they'll place the ball at the 2-yard line, half the distance to goal. And now it's 1st and goal for the Grizzlies. You got to think Cora with 14 touchdowns on the season is the man that you're going to get the ball to, and they certainly do, the right side, but that defensive line from Rose-Hulman stands tall.
They will stack it up.
In there on the tackle, number 34, Peyton Grinowitz. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
We all know this is 4-down territory, right? We're not going to go for 3. We're going to go for 7s.
Especially when you're taking on a team as potent on the offensive side of the ball as Rose-Hulman. 2nd and 2. Pistol formation. Cora, and a big-time hit as Marshall Coke comes through the line of scrimmage, meets Cora in the backfield, loses a yard.
Looked like he was bobbling that ball on the little
exchange there.
Exchange.
Yeah, almost looked like the quarterback turned the other to his right and Cora went to his left. 3rd down. They've been successful rolling out of the pocket here in passing formations. Got a one-on-one situation here, the bottom of the screen. And it's caught for a touchdown. A little zig route by number 3, Dylan McKinney, puts the Grizzlies on the board, Coach. What a great offensive series for Franklin.
Now that builds your confidence. Now you go to your defense and say, it's your turn. Step him up.
Extra point. Derek Thompson out of the hold of Adam Guth. The kick is up, and it is good. And Franklin gets the ball and scores, and they go on top 7-0.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Welcome back to Franklin College. A 9 plays, 75-yard scoring possession for Franklin. Puts them on the board 7-0. Rose-Hulman takes the kickoff, a short kick.
That almost looked like he was going to call a fair catch and then backed off of it. That's a smart play on his part. Put that ball at the 42.
Aiden Sturgeon there for the Engineers, able to cross the 40. Good field position for Rose-Hulman. Can they answer a score with a score of their own, Coach?
Can this be one of the days that could be a track meet today?
Well, the way that Franklin offense came out in that first drive, it looks that way. Here's a fake handoff and the completion to number 2. Daniel Huey's able to get enough for the first down. Hurry from Katy, Texas, a 5'8 senior. Going to be 1st and 10 as the officials talk things over. Boy, that first series for Franklin, very efficient too. No negative plays, no penalties.
Now, the officials have gone together. They are now discussing the seams. Seams are going to be up, seams are going to be to the left, seams are going to be to the right. So everybody knows how to lay the ball.
Another completion, this one out to number 4. That's completed to Jalen Hobbs. Hobbs leads the Fighting Engineers with 36 receptions and 10 touchdowns. 2nd down and 4. Here's the handoff, this time up the middle. As the pile moves forward, give him 3 yards on the run. Be Ruperta. Ruperta 3rd in the conference. 3rd and 1 from the 39-yard line of Franklin. Ruperta gets the handoff and is able to cross the 35 and get that first down. Bo Hess on the tackle for Franklin. 1st and 10. Rose-Hulman has a drive of their own in their first possession. Little pressure. Rolls out of it, finds the man, but incomplete. Good job by Robertson, Miguel Robertson, the senior quarterback, to get away from the pressure. Moved well there in the pocket, found a man in the zone, couldn't connect.
I just like to hit after the pass.
Let him know they're there.
Oh, and he stood there waiting for him to say something.
2nd and 10. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Tight end in motion. They fake the handoff, a swing pass out to Huey. Huey gets positive yards on 2nd down, makes it a manageable 3rd down. We'll call it 3rd and 4. Robertson 3 for 4 for 16 yards. 3rd down. Here's a handoff, hole up the left side, and a first down inside the 20-yard line. Take him all the way down to the 19, and Rose-Hulman now in the red zone for their 1st and 10. Robertson, swing pass again, takes what the defense gives him.
Gets about 9.
Nice job by Ruperta. All the maybe a little different defensive coverage there. That right side of the field, the numbers was all right, wide open.
Check, the official only gave him 8 yards. 2nd 2.
Here's Ruperta again on the right side. And a nice play from the back. And they're going to say it's a first down.
Yes, sir. First and goal at the 10.
Jet sweep to the right-hand side And strung out nicely by the Franklin defense. Tough to run that play, coach, to the short side of the field there.
Yeah, I've seen more and more teams play that short side of the field and running that way. I don't see the advantages of that, but I'm not a football coach, so I let football coaches coach football.
Well, back to about the line of scrimmage is all. 2nd and goal. Robertson fakes, finds a guy in the end zone, touchdown. That's number 11. It's Brandon Green, the senior from Dixon, California. And how about Rose-Hulman answers the Grizzlies score with a touchdown of their own. Nice route there by Green, was able to get behind the Franklin secondary. Looking back into the sun, able to make the catch for the touchdown. And here's the extra point. Low snap, and it's blocked. And the low snap gave just an extra step or two for the Grizzly defenders to get a hand on it. And we'll take a break. Franklin up 7-6.
My name is Brittany. A little thing I love about the Egg White Grill is the toasty English muffin. It's toasted perfectly. It's just a little crispy, but not like hard crispy, but just crispy enough that when you bite into it, everything is perfect.
My name is Curtis, and I love the Egg White Grill because the egg itself, it's like soft and fluffy, like a pillow. I wouldn't eat my pillow, but I'd eat the Chick-fil-A breakfast egg white sandwich for sure.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Welcome back to Franklin College. Extra points block. Franklin College leads Rose-Hulman 7-6. In the kickoff, squibs down, picked up at the 10. Across the 25 to about the 26. Let you know at the HCAC website. Keep up to date with every school and every sport on the HCAC website. That's heartlandconf.org, HeartlandConf.org.
Well, with 8:27 to play, who would ever thought we would be 7-6?
Both offenses look really good, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And boy, when you got both dimensions working in your offense, that opens up the playbook quite a bit. Here's a run by number 22. That's Cam Jennings. And Jennings in there with Cora at the same time gives the Grizzlies a nice 1-2 punch, Coach.
Oh, yeah. And today you'll need a 1-2 punch, maybe a 1-2-3 punch.
Cora is able to get outside.
Got a holding.
Flag comes in. I think Coach saw it as well. Looks like a holding. We shall see as they converge, taking a look at that drive summary by Rose-Hulman. They went 11 plays in 58 yards in 2 minutes and 42 seconds. And the Robertson to Green from 8 yards touchdown.
You know, these penalties are really, they're just drive stoppers. You know, you go positive the first play, then your second play, you're going to cost you 10. And now coach is deciding, does he want to decline? And he's going to take the penalty. So that's 10 yards from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, a little legal block in the back. They'll move him back 10 yards from that spot. So what was a second and
manageable,
3 or 4, now it puts you all the way back to second and 16. All the way back down to the 19. Ross back to pass, looks to the right. Brings it down. Now we'll run the ball. And gets to about the line of scrimmage. Good pursuit by the Rose-Hulman linebackers.
And that was all because of the secondary had every single man covered.
Saw Ross look right initially and even brought the ball back. That good coverage forced him to go through his progressions. Couldn't find anyone open.
What you cannot afford is a turnover down here.
Third down. Third and looks like 16. Ross back to pass. Again, good coverage by the secondary. Rolls to his left on the run, and it's incomplete.
Late flag.
Could that be a possible late hit?
I think you may have a hold in the secondary.
Well, a hold in the secondary would be a automatic first down. Ineligible.
Okay. Receiver downfield.
So Rose-Hulman will decline that and make it fourth down.
Here comes the punt.
And our first punt of the day.
So you look at the second down penalty, and that stopped your momentum a little bit.
Stop the drive. Adam Guth out to punt. 6'2" junior. Rose will have two safeties back at about the 45-yard line. A nice punt. And Rose will take it out of bounds at the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll start their second possession. Franklin up 7-6. Rose looks to continue this drive. Let you know that the HCAC Commissioner's Cup is a rotating trophy awarded to the institute that garners the most overall sports points. Congratulations to Rose-Hulman, the 2022-23 winner of the HCAC Commissioner's Cup. Rose-Hulman fighting Engineers offense down the field, again with good field position, starting at the 40-yard line. Here's the handoff. Up the middle, finds a hole. Good cutback, and that's a big gain by Ruperta.
Both of these lines have really blown each other off the ball, and it looks like they're content of just running. Both teams look like they're content of running a little bit.
6:40 to go here in quarter number one. Robertson looks to the left. Little out route. It's caught. And that completion to Brandon Green. Good first down. A nice positive gain. Just a little out route for about 5 or 6 yards. Keeps it in manageable down and distance. Rose-Hulman now in Franklin territory. Here's the handoff. It's Ruperta again. Boy, Coach, he just hits someone and spins forward and always gains an extra 2 or 3
and
yards.
When you're spinning toward the line of scrimmage, not away from the line of scrimmage.
First and 10 now from the 35-yard line. Franklin needs someone here on the defensive line to come up with a big play. In the gap, down the middle of the zone, it's caught and complete. All the way inside the 5 is Hury. Daniel Hury with a nice catch and run, found that soft spot in the middle of the zone.
And it was only a three-step drop. Got rid of the ball quickly.
That'll be first and goal from the 2-yard line. And in motion. Here's the handoff. Did he get in? The official says no. Ruperta just short.
Inches.
Second and goal. Second in inches for that touchdown. Ruperta to the left side this time and dives into the end zone for a touchdown. What a luxury to be able to go to either right side or left side.
Let me pick.
Offensive coordinator has a lot of options that he can pick from. Rose-Hulman gets in the end zone. And I like just kicking the extra point. No sense in chasing points and trying to go after 2 here. The kick is up, and it is good. And with 5:15 in quarter one, Rose now up 6.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Six plays, 60 yards. Grant Ruperta puts Rose-Hulman out in front, 13-7. Here comes the kickoff return. Powering forward. Looks like number 6, Derek Thompson, 6'2" senior.
He took 2 or 3 of them on, didn't he?
He wasn't going down easy, that's for sure. Very important here, drive now for the Grizzlies. Keep in close contact. Don't want to get down 2 or 3 scores and make yourself one-dimensional to this really tough Rose-Hulman defense. Ball on the 36-yard line. See if they can get Garrett Cora going here. As Cora right around the right side makes a nice little juke move across the 50. Down to the 41-yard line.
Late flag.
And tackled out of bounds. Cora had a one-on-one, gave him the old dead leg left and went right. Was able to get a first down, a huge run.
Might have got him hitting him out of bounds.
Officials are talking it over. That's the call, unnecessary roughness. 15-yard penalty is going to move the ball all the way up to the 27-yard line. How about that for flipping the field in one play?
You got to stop. You know, he's out of bounds. You got to stop.
Nice run there by Cora. And the Grizz offense just getting ready to say, or getting ready to attack downhill. We have a false start penalty. That'll move them back. That's their second penalty. And, Coach, what we talked about last possession, that's kind of what got them behind the chains. And
you're shooting yourself right in the foot. You have good positive, and then you added on to that.
First and 15 now from the 32. First down's pretty much even, 7-6. Look at the total yards. Both teams pretty similar. As a jet sweep around the right side. Able to leap a defender is Malachi Joy.
First time we've seen him today.
He's able to get 9 yards back out of that play and make it a more manageable second down. 4:30 left here in quarter number 1. Franklin looking to overcome that first down penalty. Second down, and we'll call it 6. Ross back to pass, slant, and a nice defensive play, being able to knock the ball out.
Boy, he caught that ball at the highest point But the defender, nice job of smacking that ball down. That's a volleyball move, isn't it?
It is. Nice play at the net, a little joust there. And a nice play by the defense brings up third down.
Defense can freely substitute if they'd want, but they have neglected not to do that.
Clock stops on the incompletion. 4:07 remain. Play clock now at 5. Here's Cora on the handoff. Nice patient run. Gets some positive yards. And, Coach, that to me looked like a call that knew that you're going to go for it on 4th down.
I think so. You just played it short. Played it kind of conservative there.
And it'd be 4th down. It looked like 4th and 4.
This is manageable.
You have some plays that have worked so far in this drive. Got Cora on the perimeter on the first play. Cora with the handoff right up the middle of the touchdown. And they're going to put that one in the memory banks as well. Cora from 21 yards out. And it might be first to 50 today, Coach.
Man.
It's Garrett Cora with touchdown number 15 on the season.
Nice hole. You could have ran through that hole.
I could have. That's how big it was. Grizzlies on for the extra point, and it is up and good with 3:28 in quarter one. Franklin now on top by 1.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees. It's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline. It's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot. It's not a game.
Five plays, 64 yards, a 21-yard touchdown run by Garrett Cora. Puts the Grizzlies on top 14-13. Franklin kicks it off a little deeper this time. And a big-time hit by the Grizzlies on that return.
That's what your offense can do for you.
Energizes the special teams and the defense, all 3 phases, playing with a lot of energy. Drew Surface, a 6-foot sophomore for Tipton, Indiana, bringing the smack down. But good field position for Rose-Hulman. They'll start at the 33, 1st and 10.
Oh, he's opening it flat here.
And another nice hit.
Wow.
That's Bo Hess in there on the tackle.
I think Franklin thought maybe Rose-Hulman didn't give him much respect.
Play a little chip on your shoulder. A little chip on your shoulder.
Let me tell you, in this conference, though, anybody can beat anybody.
It is. And we've seen it in every sport as well.
Oh, you bet.
So 2nd and 8, a little 2-yard pass play. Robertson pass, finds his man, breaks a tackle. It's the tight end, number 87.
Big fella.
Big pass play. Ben Klein, a sophomore, 6'2", from El Paso, Illinois. Comes up with a big play. They went right back to him after that little 2-yard completion. And now the ball all the way down to the Franklin 31, and Franklin will call a timeout. We'll take it with them with 2:28 left in quarter one.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Welcome back to the campus of Franklin College. Our HCAC matchup this week is Rose-Hulman against Franklin. Rose-Hulman on the march. 1st and 10, little swing pass out here to the flat. It's caught by number 2, Yuri. And a short gain as the defense for the Grizzlies really rallied to the ball for only a 1-yard gain.
Defensive coordinator must have saw something, Clark, that he did not like. Called that timeout.
2nd and 9. Good point, Coach. He was able to call that timeout. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Robertson back to pass. Has a little outlet here. Number 1, Jay Smith, one of the running backs for the Fighting Engineers. He crosses the 25 down to the 23. 3rd and 2. Minute 40 left here in quarter one. Thanks for joining us. Adam Eaton, Coach Keith Myers, Clark Chafin here at Fott Stadium. Robertson, here's the handoff. Smith right through the right side. He's going to have enough for a 1st down. Nice luxury that Rose-Hulman has, Coach, of you have Ruperta and Smith both averaging over 80 yards a contest. And over 4 touchdowns both on the season. There's Robertson on the pressure, rolling right. Eludes a tackle and dives across the 15, rather. 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Secondary played very well that time.
We're under a minute to play here in quarter one. Two receivers to the right, to the left. Roberts back to pass. Little swing pass. And a diving catch by
Did he catch that ball?
Jay Smith. I think
sure
so.
Did. Ooh, close.
And that was a really
low pass.
Yeah, it was kind of for him to be wide open. Nice athletic catch there by Jay Smith. And 3rd and 2. And the Franklin crowd, a great crowd today for the Grizzlies. 3rd and 2, Smith to the left side. He's going to get a 1st down as he crosses the 5 down to the 3. And they'll wind the clock, and that'll do it for quarter one. And an entertaining quarter it was. Franklin leads 14-13. Welcome back to Franklin College. What an entertaining quarter. And if I look at the first quarter stats, Coach, the one area where Rose-Hulman had the biggest advantage was in the air. Rose-Hulman had 118 yards passing to Franklin's 58. But Franklin with 20 more yards rushing. Pretty balanced game in the stats, and you see that on the scoreboard.
Little suspect penalty cost Franklin in that second possession, because both of these teams are moving the ball fairly well against both of these defenses.
And we'll see if that extra point comes back to bite him.
Well, it usually does.
It does.
Yeah.
I'm glad when they scored that second touchdown, they didn't chase points early. I think.
Yeah, you're right, because you could catch yourself doing that.
You can. Wildcat snap back to number 1. That's Jay Smith, and he's still moving the pile. And did he get in? Yes, the official says touchdown Rose. From 5 yards out, Jay Smith just wouldn't go down. It was a rugby scrum, and he's able to take it in from 5 yards out and put Rose back in the lead.
That was like, I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to go. Like that train. I think I can. I just did.
And he did. And again, credit that offensive line. Moving that pile. Reberg in for the extra point. Good snap. And it's good. And Rose takes the lead again, back on top now by 6. Four plays, 37 yards with 14:49 remaining in quarter number 2. Rose-Hulman goes back on top, 20-14.
Who's going to get the last score? Maybe the last guy that has the ball.
Maybe the biggest decision was whether to receive or defer in this contest.
I tell you what.
Rose-Hulman set the kick off. They'll kick it. Fair catch is called for. And that'll be a touchback, so it'll be taken to the 25-yard line.
Interesting that the official blew that dead because the person who called for the fair catch did not catch the ball.
It was. I noticed that. But I think since he took a knee and gave himself up.
But he doesn't get the ball at the 25. He gets the ball. Well, yeah, they are going to put him at the 25. Okay. Interesting. I got to check with the officials.
Yeah, because he took the knee. Now, giving yourself up maybe inside that 25-yard line.
Maybe that's it. I am not going to question the men in the stripes.
They know a lot more than I do, that's for sure. As 1st and 10 from the 25 comes the Franklin offense. The handoff to Cam Jennings. And Jennings, when he's been in there, has been able to be productive for the Grizzlies. Be 2nd down and call it 4. Jennings with 2 carries for 13 yards. As Franklin slows up the offensive attack here a little bit, changes the pace. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Rolls out to the right, has 1-on-1.
Oh!
Just can't connect. Quentin Boatwright.
That was the first play of the game.
Had a step. And Ross just couldn't connect.
I kind of like that on 3rd down, though. Now, because you got 3rd down, 4, manageable.
And that was all because you had a good, successful 1st down play, right?
Yes, sir.
Makes you now 3rd and 4.
So much difference when you get that first down in 4 or 5 yards than first down in 5-yard penalty.
It's like you have a chance to do that or a good time there for even your trick play, as we talked about in the pregame. Look for the slant and caught.
Did he catch? He caught that on the rebound.
He did. The safety for Rose-Hulman, Adam Field, came in there, and they're going to get him by forward momentum and to the 35 and a first down. A great catch.
That was off the defender. Bounced off the defender's
right
shoulder pads, right through him, and he caught it. Sometimes it's lucky to be good.
It is. And Dylan McKinney, the 6'1 senior, comes up with that grab. They'll mark it at the 36 of Franklin, and Franklin will huddle again. McKinney, 2 receptions for 41 yards. Play action, diving at his feet. Ross is able to scramble to his left. He's got a little room. He cuts back across the 50 to the 45, the 35, and he'll run out of bounds at the 23. Good job by Ross to keep his eyes downfield and good downfield blocking.
He ran for his life, though. I mean, he really did. And you notice that his players understood what he was doing and avoided any contact. That's a great play.
Even the one wide receiver downfield had his hands up, just tried to stay in the way, but didn't want to have an illegal block in the back. Good job by him, and Ross getting it done with his feet. All the way down into Rose-Hulman territory. They'll mark it at the 24, 1st and 10. In the reverse, McKinney inside the 20.
Franklin is playing with lots of heart today.
Playing fast, being creative, being able to read the game. Franklin hanging in there and moving the ball offensively. It's going to be 2nd down and 3. Good 7-yard gain with 12:15 here in quarter 2. Ross, the pistol formation. Now Jennings moves to his left. They'll go to Jennings to the right-hand side, and he'll have enough for the first down as he crosses the 15 down to the 13. 1st and 15, or 1st and 10, and now Franklin pushes the tempo here, Coach.
Twins here.
Jennings, nothing in the middle, bounces it outside. Oh, face mask, and there comes the flag.
Now, is it going to be a 5 or is it going to be a 50 or half the distance?
Well, if it's half the distance, that would be close. I would think that would be a personal foul face mask. I saw the head go down on Jennings there.
Coaches immediately tell them, get in the huddle, let's go.
There's the personal foul face mask.
That's half the distance.
So that'll take it all the way down to the 5-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and 1.
Actually, it's going to be first down, isn't it?
They've got a first down on the side marker. So yeah, 1st and goal. Yep, personal foul, automatic first down. You're right, Coach. 1st and goal from the 5. And in motion. Jennings, left side. He's got enough momentum, and he dives across the goal line. Touchdown, Franklin Grizzlies. Another 5-yard touchdown run. This time it's by the Franklin Grizzlies. Give it to number 22, Cam Jennings.
What a game. 40 points in the first half, and we got 8 minutes, almost 9 minutes to play.
Yes. Extra point is up, and it splits the uprights. Franklin regains the lead, 21-20.
You're good at making big announcements.
We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN. We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
11:31 left here in quarter two. Franklin has answered Rose-Hulman's touchdown with one of their own.
Knock, 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 knock.
Hey, one punt so far this matchup.
I don't want to talk about it.
Both teams are driving in the fast lane, 21-20. Eight plays, 75 yards. As the ball falls off the tee.
Third one.
Where did Lucy go? Poor Charlie Brown never did get to kick that ball, did he?
Nope. I know how he feels.
11:31 left here in quarter two. And you got to credit Franklin College for having they came off and they've had an answer for every single drive that Rose-Hulman has come up with.
Look at that kick. That's adrenaline for you.
It is, all the way in the end zone by Clint Herney, a 6'1" freshman. Big left foot puts it in there, and Rose will take it out to the 25. It'll be 1st and 10. You cannot let up on offense at all in this contest.
Rose is asked to put the ball in that far hash again. And that's the way they run, Clark.
It gives an opportunity for their right-handed quarterback to roll out. Here they have enough on the right side of pass out to Hury.
Nice.
Really scrappy and fights for yardage. Crosses the 30 to the 32.
Pretty quick hands right there.
And just getting it out, a quick, easy play, get it out to your playmakers in space.
3 steps, throw.
And a positive first down yardage. 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Ruperta, he'll dive up to the 40 and get a first down. Ruperta got a little bit of a breather last offensive series as Jay Smith came in and made some nice catches and scored from a 5-yard touchdown run in a wildcat formation. Now Grant Ruperta back in there for Rose-Hulman. Robertson gets the offensive play. They're set. Play action pass. Looks down the middle of the field in a slant. Caught by Hury again. He's able to get past one man, but is corralled at the 27-yard line of Franklin. A big play there by the Rose offense. Play action froze that secondary enough. Let Hury find a spot in the middle of that zone. Here's Ruperta. Escapes the tackle down to the 20, and he'll run out of bounds. It'll be a 10-yard, 11-yard gain and a first down. That'll move the chains. 1st and 10, Rose-Hulman. Moves to the left, throws it out to the flat. That's caught by Brandon Green, who had caught a touchdown pass earlier. 4-yard gain by Green. Robertson to Green. 2nd and 6. There's Ruperta on the handoff. Gets met. I tell you, they go low on him.
They go.
He keeps driving those legs, and with 10 minutes left here in quarter two, Rose-Hulman trying to answer the Franklin College.
Almost feels like whatever defense makes the stop.
That would definitely be it almost, yeah, a 2-score lead would be big in this contest. Because you got to feel like you got to score every time you get the ball, and there's a drive by Ruperta all the way down to the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal now from the 2. We know Rose-Hulman can score, averaging 39 points per game. 2nd in the HCAC. 1st and goal. Ruperta, this time Franklin's defense is there. Hayden Bulmer, the freshman, fills the gap from his linebacker spot. It'll be 2nd down and goal from the 2. Robertson looks left, now comes to the right, rolls out, throws it low, and I think they're going to say incomplete. That's one thing about the zone coverage in the short part of the field, Coach. Very few windows to throw to.
And you notice that what Franklin is doing is they're playing almost like a wall to right out to the goal line.
Be 3rd down and 2, 3rd and goal from the 2. 9:05 left in quarter 2. Robertson gives it to Ruperta, puts his head down.
No.
And the official's going to mark him short about the half-yard line. It'll be 4th down. I don't think there's any hesitation at all. Field goal gives them a lead, but a half-yard to go, 4th and goal. And the Grizzly Nation is loud and proud.
Everybody's at the 25.
There's Ruperta, the right side, met at the goal line. And did he get enough? He did. Touchdown. Grant Ruperta from 1 yard out. His 2nd touchdown. His 2nd 1-yard touchdown.
And we got a player hurt down on the field. Nice drive.
Well, in Franklin, give their defense some credit. They stood up there and tried to make that goal line stance and was really close. Ruperta had to really fight for that half a yard and get in the end zone. I want to let you know that HCAC TV, follow your favorite school on the HCAC.TV, powered by IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat. Thanks for tuning in. And the HCAC conference filled with great student athletes as the individual that was on the ground hurt runs off the field.
I tell you what, we're in the closing stages of the fall where volleyball playoffs are coming, soccer playoffs are coming.
It's been a fantastic season. We've seen some great team and individual play. Here's the extra point attempt. Rayberg kicks that one up and through the uprights. And it is good with 8:26. Rose-Hulman goes back on top by 6.
Your hauling or moving project has arrived, and College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving has you covered. Honest. Uniformed. Nice. Knowledgeable. Service. College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
$11 plays, 75 yards. Grant Ruperta, his second 1-yard touchdown. Rose-Hulman goes back on top, 27-21 in a back-and-forth affair in the HCAC. Franklin with the kickoff, return rather. And a nice move, getting some open space all the way up to the 48-yard line.
He juked left, went right.
Quentin Boatwright, the freshman from Newcastle, Indiana.
My
and
goodness.
he even kind of stumbled there a little bit as he started.
Almost lost a turf buster.
He almost grabbed his shoe, but he was able to regain his balance, made a nice juke move on the perimeter.
How about regaining his balance and then go right to fifth gear again?
He did. Didn't take him more than 2 steps before he was at top speed. As Ross, the quarterback, hand off to Cora to left side. He tries to get through a tackle. Brought down by number 3. That's Adam Field on the tackle. It'll be second down. We'll call it 1. Big gain of 9 there by Cora. And again, Franklin now in the position where they're going to slow it down a little bit, mixing up their tempos. Coach Radulli doing a nice job with that. Here's Cora up the middle.
Maybe did he get the line of scrimmage?
I know Marshall Koch really read that play well from his linebacker position. He came straight downhill.
Well, he got hit hard.
He did get hit hard. Let's take a look at, while they're a injured player here, at some upcoming schedule for both Rose-Hulman and Franklin. If we take a look at Rose's schedule next week, they have Hanover. We'll be at Rose-Hulman. Hanover 5-1 in the season and 2-1 in conference. November the 4th, they're at Defiance, 2-4 and 1-2 in the conference. And then Rose will finish on November the 11th against Mount St. Joseph, another undefeated HCAC team. And meanwhile, at Franklin, next weekend they're at Mount St. Joseph. And then on November the 4th, their last game, it'll be here on the HCAC network against Manchester. And then they will finish up, Franklin will, at Hanover to round out their season. Also, don't forget, fans, this upcoming week, HCAC action on the network. Tuesday, we'll have Franklin at Rose-Hulman volleyball at 7 p.m. Wednesday, we have Hanover and Rose-Hulman men's soccer at 7. And then next weekend, we'll have plenty of football and volleyball action as well. So make sure you tune into the HCAC.TV networks. 3rd down and 2. Cora in the pistol formation, gets downhill and will have enough for a first down there. And they'll give him 2 in the first down. And Franklin, 1st and 10, as Franklin is in Rose-Hulman territory. 7 minutes left here in quarter number 2. Ross, quarterback, he's got trips to the right, Cora to his right. Hand off, and that play didn't go anywhere.
They've read that play. They saw that on film.
Tackled by number 9, Caden Pierre. Able to read that. It was a little slow developing, wasn't it?
Well, I think you telegraphed it too, because you put that guy in motion, and the tight end immediately took a step back, knew that he's going to take that block. So now it's a 2nd down and 14?
Yes. 2nd and long though. Now you're close to, that's almost like a penalty, isn't it?
Yes.
But even worse because you lose the down. So 2nd down and long. Ross back to pass, looks to his right. Has a man and a nice catch brought in by number 85 for Franklin.
You might have a penalty here. Got a pass interference on the offense.
Owen Wright, a 6'2 freshman from Center Grove High School in Greenwood, Indiana.
He pushed off before he got the ball.
Well, that's something you hardly see called. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I don't see a whole lot of offensive pass interference.
I got you.
Sometimes they even let you give you that little chicken wing to free yourself up a little bit, especially if the defense is handsy, but that's really going to push the ball back. You're talking now.
Second down in a country mile. 10.
20, 17, 18 yards. So second and
forever.
18. Let's see what and this is how Franklin, the only punt in the game, this is kind of how that sequence happened, right? You got behind the chains. Here's a nice completion, though. And they go right back to him. They go right back to Owen Wright. He's able to get a big chunk of that yardage back.
3rd and 11.
3rd and 11. Now they go fast. Ross backs a pass, has a pocket, climbs the pocket, has some running room, cuts to his left, now back to the middle.
Got it.
Crosses the 25 and a first down. Ross, the junior, showing his veteran presence and poise. That is the second time he's able to escape the pocket and get a big chunk of yards on the rush.
How about this for Franklin, though? You're in 3rd and 19, 18, and you get the first down.
And you pick it up.
You got to have confidence, right? Your offense has confidence in themselves.
They certainly do, and that was an excellent. And how about going back to Owen Wright, who had just committed the penalty for offensive pass interference? He comes back and makes a big 18-yard catch, and then
you got 5:05 left here. You got 2 timeouts here left. You're in pretty good shape here if you're Franklin. Got to score. However,
you got to score touchdowns.
Got to
score touchdowns. That's the name of the game at this point. As the injured Rose-Hulman player is able to walk off on his own power. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the Rose-Hulman 24-yard line. And I think I was wrong mathematically, Coach. I think that was a 2nd and 28. Because I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes a little more sense. So my math, I've been on fall break for a while. Here's a fade to the right side. Caught, touchdown, Franklin! Spencer Wright on the back shoulder catch from Ross.
You think they discussed that in that huddle? Coach, I got it. I can get it. Let me get it.
Gave him a one-on-one opportunity, and Ross.
How many times does players come to coaches and say, just give me the ball, I'll climb the ladder for you?
His second touchdown pass. And the extra point to give the Grizzlies the lead. It is up and it is good. Franklin now on top with 4:59 left in first half.
You're good at keeping the car clean. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
So I stopped in at Chick-fil-A for lunch and saw Officer Wilson come in. I decided to place a dine-in mobile order and have a cookie delivered to him just to show appreciation for his service for our community.
A few minutes later, I noticed that Officer Wilson had gotten up and left, and I knew he hadn't gotten his cookie yet.
I'm headed to my car. I turn around and I see Allie, and she's running after me.
Mr. Police Officer, Mr. Police Officer.
Usually when someone yells, officer, officer, they want to ask me about a ticket they got. I absolutely wanted the cookie. This cookie is delicious.
8 plays, 52 yards. And a touchdown, Coach. We haven't seen very many of those today.
Huh?
Puts the Grizzlies on top 28-27. And the back and forth play, counter touchdown continues. Short kick, lost.
Lost it in the sun. That might have helped him. Uh-oh.
And Uri does make it out to the 20-yard line. He could have really been disastrous there, but is able to gain his composure. You're right, though. That sun right in your eyes there.
How about yesterday? High 46. Freezing yesterday, last night. Today, woke up, it was 55 when I arrived at 10 a.m. this morning.
Yeah, the kickoff, it was sunny and 61.
62, yeah, 61, 62. Yes.
Yeah, beautiful day out there. And the fans, what a great crowd we have here in the student section and alumni here at Franklin into the game. Rose-Hulman brings a good crowd everywhere they go.
And the tailgate was awesome.
The tailgate was awesome. Here's Robertson back to pass, looks to his left, goes down the field, has a man, and it's caught all the way to the 35-yard line, flips the field. Reception by number 4. And a big catch by Jalen Hobbs.
Do we have time for 4 possessions in this 4 minutes?
We might. Fast break football. All these teams are scoring touchdown drives in under 10 plays. Here's the handoff. Ruperta, nice patience now, bounce it out left, and we'll have another 12-yard gain and a first down to the Franklin 24. You know, that was the one play on that first big pass there to Hobbs where the Franklin defensive secondary changed their coverage. They went man-to-man that time. Good recognition by the offensive staff of Rose-Hulman to take a shot deep. This pass is batted down.
Almost intercepted.
It'll be second down. Devontae Brown, the sophomore from Bloomington South High School in Bloomington, Indiana, bats it down, second down.
They know how to play football down in Bloomington.
They certainly do. Robertson rolls to the right, finds his man, but for a minimal gain, we'll call it a gain of 4. That's Jalen Hobbs, his second catch on this drive. Big third down for Franklin. If they can get a negative or force a negative play here for Rose-Hulman, I still think Rose would probably go for it.
Yeah, I think this is 4 down territory. You got to in this game. It's a run and shoot game.
It is. 3:45 left. Robertson pitches it to her. Hury cuts across inside the 20, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Misdirection. Looks like quarterback was going to run it sweep. Did that nice little toss.
This is a nice little play. Is Daniel Hury able to get the first down?
Nice crowd over there on the Rose-Hulman side.
Yeah, it is. It's parking lot's full. Like we said, the tailgates were
ball start
happening. And
nope.
It was
Timeout, Franklin.
Franklin timeout. We'll stay here and let you know that the HCAC academic athletes, the Heartland takes academics very seriously. Our athletes each must maintain a 3.5 grade point average. Each year, over 1,000 student athletes carry at least a cumulative 3.5 GPA and are named to the HCAC All-Academic Team. Congratulations to all those student athletes that have that high of a GPA.
You know, you look at the athletes, you know, you got to love playing football or you got to love playing Division III.
Especially,
because there's no scholarship here other than academics. And you just love the sport. You love the thing. I just love what this conference means, not only to our network, but throughout. And Jay and his staff has done an outstanding job. The coaches, everywhere we go.
It
doesn't matter.
All these stadiums, all these schools are so hospitable to us, and they welcome us with open arms and also give us a great product on the court and field. This first down carry by Jay Smith. Bottled up there by the Franklin defense. Gave him a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Ball's on the 11-yard line. Rose-Hulman can get a first down. Now, if you're Rose, you're going to get the ball come the second half. I don't think they can take that much time off the clock the way they score. Getting some pressure. Robertson sees an opening, goes to the middle, and a big hit by number 93. As that's Isaac Lawrence. That'll be a first down.
Nope. Short.
Just short. Thought he knocked him forward. Lawrence goes down to the ground. We got a special halftime guest today. It will be the 17th president at Franklin College, Mr. Kerry Prather. So make sure you tune into that conversation that we'll have with him. And also let you know that exposure to sponsor here on HCAC TV, well, you can gain visibility among our dedicated audience. The community engagement that shows the commitment to our cause. We've got customizable packages that can tailor sponsorship options to meet your needs. For future sponsorship opportunities and discuss how we can help each other, reach out to Coach at IndianaSRN.org. That's Coach at IndianaSRN.org.
Over 5,000 fans watch weekly.
That's a great way to reach a lot of people.
Good exposure.
Great exposure. 3rd and 1. Here's the handoff up the middle. Did he get in? Yes, touchdown. That is Jay Smith. And he'll get the touchdown run, his second of the game, from 3 yards out.
Don't worry about it, Clark. They've still got plenty of time.
Plenty of time for both teams to score one more time before the half. I'm glad the light bulbs seem to be working properly in the scoreboard. May have to add a hundreds place out there. Kick is up, and it's good. And that extra point, Rose-Hulman goes now back on top, 34-28.
Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@IndianaSRN.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
Jay Smith from 4 yards puts Rose-Hulman back on top, 34-28. As the Fighting Engineers kick off. And trying to get away, but can't, was kick returner number 6, Derek Thompson.
One timeout left now for Franklin.
But I think if you're Franklin, the point that enters my mind is obviously you want to score and you want to score a touchdown, but you don't want to leave any time on the clock because that would give Rose an opportunity to double up because they will get the ball in the second half. So if you can have a 2-minute drive, now's your time to do that.
And if you're Rose-Hulman, what you tell your defense is, let's make them stop. We have 3 timeouts. We can make them, make some stops. Maybe we can get the ball back.
8 plays, 80 yards was that last Rose-Hulman drive, and Coach makes a great point there that if they can get a couple early stops, get the clock stopped. Ball outside, it's caught to number 9. Malachi Joy with the catch. 5'8" junior takes it up to the 34-yard line. Call it 2nd down and 3. Ross escapes the pressure again. Got a man downfield, throws it up, and a one-handed catch. Spencer Wright goes to the ground, juggles it, uses his helmet, and gets the completion.
Got a flag.
And there's a flag on the play. Everybody's coming back. It looks like it's against the offense. But Spencer Wright with a fantastic catch. And a holding call against the Grizzly offense negates a big 30-yard pass play. The air out of the balloon.
Umpire took a tumble.
He did.
Pick him up.
Even the fans caught it. You heard the ooh in the crowd. But a big penalty moves the ball 10 yards from the spot of the
you're
foul.
The umpire, and you go, okay, who tripped me? Which one of you 6?
And the Rose players, there were 4 or
Picked him
5
up.
of them. They were there to get him. Only 3 down linemen. Cora gets the reception. A modest 6-yard gain. 3rd down. Let's see if Rose uses its timeouts. 3rd and 6. Got about half of it back there. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Cora to Ross's right. He looks left. And the catch is made. Malachi Joy, and I think that's enough for their 1st down. It is. They'll move the chains. And the Grizzlies have another 1st down. Boy, they've been able to sustain and move the ball on offense. They've answered the call on really, really big 3rd downs time and time again, Coach.
They have. What a play.
That was a fantastic catch. And it's been a clean game. We haven't had any turnovers. Very few penalties, both teams.
Nah, you done it.
I know. Well, minute 25 here left in quarter 2. 1st downs, Rose-Hulman right now has 18 to Franklin's 15. Rushing yards, Franklin leading Rose-Hulman in that category, 155 to 118. Passing yards, Rose-Hulman already over 200 on the day at 222. Franklin 128 through the air. As the injured player comes off the field for Franklin, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 39. A minute 25 left before halftime. And they got to pay attention to Ross because he's really done some damage with his legs. They only rushed 3 again. Joy catches it and gets out of bounds around the 46. Malachi Joy, a junior from Evansville, Indiana.
Got some fans down in Evansville.
We have some connections there.
Yes, sir. You can watch Evansville football on IndianaSRN Friday nights.
Probably had Malachi Joy there. Ross, little screen pass, broken up nicely by Rose-Hulman. Riley Lapoyan read that. Got his left hand up there to knock it down. It'll be 3rd down. 3rd and 3 from the 46 of Franklin. 1:12 left. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Ross looks left. Now tries to escape the pocket, and he's going to go down this time. And a big sack by Rose-Hulman to only get it with 3 down linemen. And then they'll take a timeout to stop the clock with 1 minute and 3 left. Exactly what Rose-Hulman was wanting to do there, Coach. Get Franklin off the field, and you got 1 minute and 3 left to go down and score, and then you'll get the second half possession. And that's Rose-Hulman's first time out. If we take a look at the history of this matchup, Franklin leads the overall series with 43 wins. Rose has 27 wins, and there's 2 ties. Last year, Rose won 49-0. But I thought this was my interesting fact when I was doing my research, Coach. Their first meeting ever, and I think maybe, I don't know if you were on the telecast or not, it was November 1st, 1902.
No.
And the score, Rose won by a total, get this, 5-0.
Oh. I think Bill Ludlow.
Bill Ludlow might have been doing play that game.
With Jay Jones as his color guy, probably. Commissioner's been around long enough.
He's been around, and Jay does a great job with the HCAC. And 5-0. That score wouldn't hold up in today's matchup, would it?
Not in this quarter.
No,
not this half.
No. Oh. 4th down. The punting unit comes on. High kick. Taken by Hury. Tries the left side. And back and forth. And now he's found his spot. Coach, he's found his seam. The punter makes a great play.
That's why punters learn how to tackle.
Saves a touchdown. Adam Guth. And I tell you, Hury he zigzagged until he found a seam. I know he wouldn't have been tackled in flag football either.
No.
So it's 1st and 10 for Rose-Hulman at their own 42-yard line with 49 seconds remaining.
You need to stop here if you're Franklin. Anything.
Here's a handoff. Ruperta down the left side, and he'll scamper out of bounds into Franklin territory all the way to the 44. Is Ruperta, 3rd in the conference in rushing. We've got 2 of the premier running backs in the HCAC today. And that didn't take much time. Ruperta again on the draw. Again to the left side. He's found a hole. He's to the 30, the 20, and goes out of bounds inside the 15 with 34.9 seconds.
And 2 timeouts.
2 timeouts. Now the field gets a little bit smaller here. They'll spot the ball on the 14-yard line, 13-yard line, 1st and 10 for Rose-Hulman. Robertson looks to the left, now to the right. It's Hurley in the flat, and he goes out of bounds at the 6-yard line. It's Hury. 29 seconds remain. Well, they've had moved this ball down the field quickly and efficiently. A couple of nice draw plays to the running back. 2nd down. Robertson goes to his left. Throws it low and away. Good defensive coverage by Demarion Newell from his cornerback position. Jumped that route perfectly and gets the pass breakup.
So if you don't get the 1st down here, it's 3rd down. Do you go for 3 for the 4th at 4th down and to get points?
I would, because then it makes it a 2-possession game and you get the ball back the second half. But that's my rationale, the way these teams have been scoring touchdowns.
And these coaches go for
ball on the 6. Here's the handoff. Ruperta, and I think he had enough for the 1st down. Got it down to the 3. And they'll take a timeout to stop the clock. We'll stay here with 15.8 seconds remaining. As Ruperta earns the 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal, Rose-Hulman from the 3-yard line. Or actually now the down marker says 4th.
No, it's 1st and 10.
Okay. They just switched it. First down. We'll tell you then next Saturday here on the HCAC network on October the 28th, we have Hanover and Rose-Hulman volleyball at 1 p.m. in college football at 2 p.m. with Hanover and Rose-Hulman, and Defiance in Manchester at 1:30. So some HCAC action tomorrow as the leaves blow off the trees.
And our sister station,
RHITV will be bringing you some of that action as well. Here we have 15.8 seconds remaining.
What a family of networks. IndianaSRN, HCAC.TV, and RHIT-TV.
Brings you tons of action and also on demand as well. Robertson looks to the right, and they're going to say that pass is incomplete. Jason Pierre-Louis there for the coverage. Be second down, 11.5 seconds. You got to think, Coach, each pass play about 3 or 4 seconds, so you still have enough. And you got one timeout, so if you want to run it.
You still got one timeout in your pocket.
Robertson in the shotgun. Looks right again. Well covered, and this one's out of bounds. Jason Pierre-Louis
They like
again.
that corner.
And right there on
Watch
the coverage.
the opposite side here.
Third down, 7 seconds remain. The money down, the Franklin stands and the Franklin sidelines. Getting into it here. Third down. Robertson gets the play from the sideline, making sure everyone on the same page. Still have one timeout, so if you're tackled for behind the line of scrimmage or sacked, you can still use that. What you can't afford right now is a turnover. Ruperta gets the handoff. He's going nowhere. That Franklin defensive line stuffs the run, and Rose-Hulman will call a timeout with 2.3 seconds to attempt a field goal. That ball looks like it's on the 5-yard line. So it would be about a 22-yard field goal from the right hash.
Franklin stepped up, what, did they not?
They stepped up big time.
Come on.
And you kind of felt that Ruperta might have an opportunity to run, especially how they opened the series with two runs. But a good response by the defensive line. So 2.3 seconds remain. And a field goal will put Rose-Hulman in a 2-possession lead at 37-28. They did get an extra point blocked earlier. The kick will come from the 12, so it will be a 22-yard field goal attempt. Brock Ebright will be the holder. Kyle Reberg will be kicking to try to put Rose-Hulman up 9. The kick is up, and it is good. And with that 22-yard field goal, that takes us to halftime, and Rose-Hulman on top, 37-28. Let's take a look at how all the scoring has happened to this point. Franklin got on the board first with a Ross to McKinney 4-yard touchdown pass, and Franklin was on top 7-0 with 11:17 in the first quarter. Rose responds with an 11-play, 58-yard drive. Robertson to Green from 8 yards. The extra point was blocked, and Rose-Hulman trailed 7-6. Franklin was forced to punt on a 3-and-out, and Ruperta takes a 1-yard touchdown run on a 6-play and 60 yards for the Rose-Hulman offense. Extra point was good. Rose-Hulman on top, 13-7. Franklin answers on a 5-play, 64-yard drive with a Cora 21-yard touchdown run, and Franklin was on top 14-13. Rose-Hulman responds on 4 plays and 37 yards. In the second quarter, a 5-yard touchdown run by Jay Smith. Extra point was good, 20-14 Rose on top. Cam Jennings then from Franklin answers with a 5-yard run of his own on an 8-play, 75-yard drive. And Franklin went back on top 21-20. Notice a theme here, Coach. And with 11 plays, 75 yards on Rose's next possession, Ruperta with a 1-yard touchdown run, his second of the game, and put Rose on top 27-21. A 24-yard touchdown pass from Ross to Spencer Wright, capped off an 8-play, 52-yard drive, and Franklin was on top 28-27. Rose comes back with a Jay Smith touchdown run, his second of the game from 4 yards out, caps off an 8-play, 80-yard drive. Rose retakes the lead at 34-28, and just before halftime, a 22-yard field goal by Kyle Reberg gives us to our score at halftime of 37-28, Rose on top of Franklin. We'll take a short break, and we'll come back, and we'll have our halftime guest, President of Franklin College, Gary Prather. This is HCAC TV.
Every person has a story waiting to be told. Mr. Jack comes in every Monday.
Yeah, that's right.
One day I noticed his hat said he was a Korean War veteran. I asked him if he'd ever been to the Korean War Memorial.
No, I never had a chance to go.
That was the day I knew we had to do whatever it took to get him there.
Manny made it happen. I got to go to Washington, D.C. to all the memorials. The World War II Memorial, Naval Memorial, Korean War Memorial. Took all kind of pictures and everything, and it was a good trip, too.
I'm glad that I could be a part of Mr. Jack's story.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN. We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
My name is Brittany. A little thing I love about the Egg White Grill is the toasty English muffin. It's toasted perfectly. It's just a little crispy, but not like hard crispy, but just crispy enough that when you bite into it, everything is perfect.
My name is Curtis, and I love the Egg White Grill because the egg itself, it's like soft and fluffy, like a pillow. I wouldn't eat my pillow, but I'd eat the Chick-fil-A breakfast egg white sandwich for sure.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Welcome back to Franklin College as it's halftime here at Rose-Hulman on top of the Franklin Grizzlies by a score of 37-28. Let's take a look a little bit at the halftime statistics. First of all, for time of possession, pretty equal. Rose-Hulman 14 minutes, 38 seconds to Franklin's 15 minutes and 22 seconds. First down, Rose has the advantage 21-15. Rushing pretty similar. Rose-Hulman 164 yards to Franklin's 146. Passing yards, Rose-Hulman 229 to Franklin's 135. Total yards, Rose-Hulman leads 393 to 281. No penalties so far no turnovers rather for either team. And penalties, Rose-Hulman has 3 for 28 and Franklin has 4 for 40, so a pretty clean first quarter in that regards. Let's look at individual statistics. First for Franklin, Ross is 11 of 15 for 73%, 127 yards and 2 touchdowns with a long of 37. Rushing, leading the way for Franklin is Cora. He has 11 attempts for 76 yards and a touchdown. Jennings has 5 rushes for 25 yards and a touchdown. Ross has 4 carries for 54 yards. And McKinney has 1 attempt for 7 yards. Receiving, Malachi Joy has 6 catches for 38 yards. McKinney has 2 receptions for 41 yards and a touchdown. Wright, number 7, Spencer Wright, has 2 catches for 32 yards and a touchdown. Owen Wright has 1 catch for 17 yards, and Cora has 1 reception for 7 yards. Defensively, tackling, Bulmer leads the way for the defense with 9 total tackles. Let's take a look at Rose-Hulman. Offensively, they are led in passing by Robertson. He is 20 of 26, so a 77% completion percentage for 229 yards and 1 touchdown, along of 45. Receiving for Rose-Hulman is Hury, has 9 catches for 103 yards. Hobbs has 3 catches for 55 yards. Tight end number 87, Klein, has 2 catches for 36 yards. Number 11, Brandon Green, has 3 catches for 17 yards and a touchdown. Smith, Jay Smith, has 2 receptions for 11 yards. And running back number 6, Grant Ruperta, has 1 catch for 7 yards. Ruperta leading the rushing attack for Rose-Hulman. He has 20 rushing attempts for 134 yards and 2 touchdowns. Smith has 5 rushing attempts for 21 yards and 2 touchdowns. And quarterback Miguel Robertson has 2 attempts for 11 yards. And again, no offensive turnovers. Defensively for Rose-Hulman, leading them in tackles, is number 57. And he has 7 total tackles. And it's Jakey Ovanik with 7 total tackles. So that'll do it for our halftime stats. We'll take a short break. Franklin College and Rose-Hulman. Rose-Hulman on top, 37-28.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS JOBS to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
My name is Brittany. A little thing I love about the egg white grill is the toasty English muffin. It's toasted perfectly. It's just a little crispy, but not like hard crispy, but just crispy enough that when you bite into it, everything is perfect.
My name is Curtis, and I love the egg white grill because the egg itself, it's like soft and fluffy, like a pillow. I wouldn't eat my pillow, but I'd eat the Chick-fil-A breakfast egg white sandwich for sure.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move? It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger. It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Welcome back to Franklin College. An exciting first half of fireworks, and if you like offense, this is your game, coach. As both teams putting big points on the board in the first half. Rose-Hulman on top, 37-28 over the Franklin Grizzlies. And as we sit here and think about the HCAC conference, coach, and how the fall season's kind of winding down, we have soccer with only 2 games left and approaching their playoffs, and volleyball. A couple of weeks left, 4 games in their season before they get to that conference tournament as well. How important are these last few weeks in those sports specifically?
Got to play well.
Got to play well.
To begin with, you look at how balanced the soccer is, and and everybody takes a turn. It seems like it's Manchester's turn, but it's just a rotating door. Volleyball, you got 2 teams that are undefeated. Transylvania and Mount St. Joseph will meet late in the year. I think it might be the last game of the season. I'm not real sure. I looked at it today and I completely forgot. But you look at those, and right now you're just playing for position. You want to get in. You want to be in that top 6. As the other day we were at Rose-Hulman versus Anderson in a volleyball game. Everything was laid out on the court that night.
It certainly was. And those girls played like it. They played with heart and played with passion, and you could see that urgency in both of them.
And you felt like the team that was going to win that game could maybe set themselves in that 5th or 6th spot. But, who knows? Because there's games today. There's games on Wednesday. We have an important game Tuesday night on the HCAC TV network and the RHIT TV network. Big Rose-Hulman game this week as well. So this is the time of year where, weather's changing, leaves are changing, and change of guard is changing in the Heartland Conference.
And if I'm looking at the Heartland Conference volleyball standings, a surprise to me is Manchester. We talk all the time about, in this conference, anybody can beat anybody on any given day. And Manchester was a team that, last year kind of struggled, didn't make the top 6 in postseason play. They're sitting right now at 3-1 and 4th in the conference, 13-6 overall. And certainly they're in the mix. Franklin is 1-3 in conference play, and Rose-Hulman just above them at 2-2. So
yeah, but don't sleep on Franklin,
No.
because Franklin can come back and surprise you. One of the things I noticed about this conference, and I noticed it not only this year, this year and last year, but the year before when we first started, everybody gears up to beat you.
They do.
You look at Franklin's football record going into regular season, and a lot of people go, oh, they're 0-3, they're not going to be good. They are making some noise in this conference. This conference is so equal and so talented, anybody can beat anybody.
We take a look at the men's soccer standings. Manchester 5-0-2, Rose-Hulman 5-1-1. Then you got Hanover at 4-2-1, and Bluffton and Transy both at 3-3-1. So, again, pretty competitive. Not one team really running away with it in that regards. If we take a look at women's soccer and the standings there, Hanover 8-0 and really 12-1-3 on the season. Mount St. Joseph 6-1, Rose-Hulman and Transylvania 6-2. So again, you got a lot of really good soccer ahead of you, and it's very important to close out the year on that positive streak.
And the way to sell it, stay with us, because HCAC TV will have all those tournaments and have everything lined up. And who knows, even Jay Jones may stop by and do a podcast with us.
That would be awesome. We love having Jay on with us, and we'll take a break and come back, get ready for second half action. Rose-Hulman on top of Franklin, 37-28 on HCAC TV.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
Welcome back to Ford Stadium on the campus of Franklin College as we get ready to start the second half action. Rose-Hulman will be receiving the second half kickoff, up 37-28 as we begin the third quarter of play. We talked off air about how important it is for this Franklin defense to keep Rose off of the scoreboard on this particular drive. It's already a two-possession game, and it seems like each team with only 2 punts in the first half, and both of those punts by Franklin. Rose has scored every opportunity. Franklin's got to find a way to get off the field on defense or force a turnover and get the ball for their offense. As we get ready for second half action, kicking off for Franklin is number 35. And that's Gabe Crutchfield, the senior. 5'10", 165. And back for Rose-Hulman to return is Jalen Hobbs and Elijah Silva. Here's the kick. We're underway. And actually, that's Hury with the kick. He found a seam. He's up to the 40. Crutchfield has an angle, and he goes out of bounds, forced out of bounds by number 11. But a big return all the way into Franklin territory was Rose-Hulman. Gardner Edney helped escort him to the sidelines, but excellent field position to start the second half in Franklin territory at the 40-yard line. Daniel Hury, senior, the senior 5'8" from Texas, is able to make a big play. And right out of the gate, he catches the pass. Able to break a couple of tackles. We'll give him a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be second down. Robertson with that quick tempo pass. Not holding on to the ball very long. And it'll be second down and 7 from the 37. Robertson back to pass. Rolls to his right. Finds Hobbs, first down. Tries to elude a couple of tacklers, but they'll give him his forward momentum to the 28 and a first down for Rose-Hulman. Demarion Newell for the tackle for Franklin. But it's a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff, and that is Ruperta to the right side. Already over 100 yards. Ruperta gets another nice gain. As we have an injured Grizzly on the ground. And a big first down for Ruperta on that first down play. If we again take a look at Ruperta in the first half, huge numbers for him rushing the ball, averaging over 6 yards a carry, 134 yards on the ground in that first half, along with 2 touchdowns. Seems like Rose offense, coach really has it going either on the ground or through the air, and that's tough on the defense if you can't make the team one-dimensional.
What made the difference in this whole entire first drive here is the kickoff return. You know, something was said in the locker room to challenge the individuals, and young men like to be challenged, and then they will go, oh yeah, watch this. I have a son, I know it very well.
Well, the injured Grizzly being able to walk off on his own power. It'll be 1st and 10, ball on the 18. Robertson fakes the pass as Ruperta gets the handoff. And, boy, they've just held on to those shoestrings, and that's how they're getting Ruperta down.
He just runs right through you.
It does. Runs so hard, and that's probably one of the bigger compliments you can give to any running back. And he's got such a low center of gravity. And being at 5'10", there's just not a lot to tackle. Robertson rolls to the right. Through the hands and incomplete. Ball was tipped. Thought it might be a chance for a Franklin defensive player to pick that off in the end zone.
Receiver did not come to the ball. He stayed still. Got to come to the ball there, 3rd down here.
And we talked in that first half, there was a stance where that defense kind of walled up there in the end zone, and you kind of saw that same defensive scheme there. 3rd down, and it looks like we'll call it 2. Ruperta caught in the backfield, and he'll be short. A big defensive play by Isaac Lawrence.
Go for 3 here, or do you go for 7?
I think now they go for it. You've already got 2 scores. A field goal really is only going to keep it a 2-score game.
Well, that's why you're up here.
I guess so.
And Jeff's down there.
That's why he's the 4-time Coach of the Year in the HCAC.
Got that right. The coaching staff on both these coaching staffs deserves coaching.
They certainly do.
My
They've
goodness.
coached well
Great
today.
coaches.
And another 22-yard. Actually, this is a 27-yarder. And it is up and through the uprights. And it is good. 27-yard field goal by Kyle Rehberg, and it's 40-28.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline. It's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
.12:34 here in quarter number 3. A 27-yard field goal by Kyle Rehberg adds to the Rose-Hulman lead as they push it up to 12 at 40-28 in a touchback.
I tell you what, the other night I was watching college football, and I saw a kid that's going to let that ball go into the end zone. The ball hits at the 1 and bounces right back in play. Kid's eyes got real big. Carrot got a hold of it, but man, you just don't know. You cannot give up.
You can't relax.
No. I love the rule that it goes at the 25, but it's helped the offense of the game for sure. Okay, if you're Franklin, you got to score 7.
You have to score nothing but touchdowns. I don't think you can punt it anymore. There's Cora up the middle, pushes the pile forward. The 3-time Offensive Player of the Week in the HCAC Conference gets 5 yards and a good gain on first down. Again, the 2 punts that were forced to Franklin's offense were all due to the fact that they had a couple of penalties and got behind the chains and they couldn't make it up. Cora averaging over 6 yards a carry at 6.6. He's had 11 attempts for 76 yards. Second down, Cora will get the ball again. And this time the Rose defense stands him up. And a gang tackle, now it's a 3rd down. 3rd and 5.
Got to put it up in the air here, or do you run it?
What I like is I like how Ross has been able to get out of the pocket and give him that run pass option.
He has read the play, read the line fairly well.
He has, and there's only been 1 sack. So if give me that 3-step drop, and if nothing's there, then he can take off. The line holds up, and he completes that pass.
Got it.
First down, Malachi Joy.
Malachi knew exactly where that stick was, caught the ball. Here's what he did, though, Clark, and you coach this. Fall down. Don't
retreat.
Don't retreat. You retreat, you're going to lose yards. Fall down and fall forward.
Yes. And I like that route, as you said, Coach. He got right in front of Ross and just stopped.
Yep.
And right in his line of vision.
Line of scrimmage held very well there.
1st and 10, the Grizzlies move the ball. 2 receivers left. Man in motion. Hand off to Cora, goes to the right side as a flag comes in.
You might have a hold on this end here.
Yeah, not much going. And the line judge comes in to talk to the white hat. And they will signal as the players are heading backwards, a hold. So a 10-yard penalty from that spot will be a 2nd down and 20. Got it again.
Well, wait a minute now. They got a 3rd down and 28.
Yeah, they did. But we talked penalties. It's just tough to put yourself that far behind the chains. Now the defense can kind of dictate where they can play pressure or they can play more zone and match up in the secondary. Ross.
Busted play.
Broken play. He went one way. Cora went the other. And not what you want after a holding penalty. 1st and 20 now becomes 2nd and 24. We saw that happen earlier in the game, but he was able to turn all the way around and still get the ball to Cora. That time, not as fortunate. 2nd down. Ball in the 22, 2nd and 24.
Crowd's trying to get him in the game here.
3 receivers left.
The one's not covered.
Go up top through the hands of number 3, Dylan McKinney, the intended receiver.
He turned him completely around.
Had a nice little slant. If he would have caught that, they would have got all the way back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, you got 3rd and 24. Ball in the 22. 9:31 left here in quarter number 3.
Defense playing his zone here.
Only rushing 3, so you're playing coverage. Try to keep everything in front of you. Throws it out to number 85. That pass is complete. Caught out there, but Owen Wright, but he'll be well short. It'll be 4th down and 13, and out comes the punting unit. And if you're Rose-Hulman, check the box off. Another punt here. Get your potent offense.
Well, you think it's going to be a punt.
Could be. Double safeties back for Rose-Hulman.
He's kicking into the win.
Low wobbler takes a Franklin roll before it goes out of bounds at the 39-yard line of Rose-Hulman, and that's where their offense will take over after a 27-yard field goal on their first possession. Miguel Robertson, the senior, averaging 215 yards a game, well over that. One thing I like about him, Coach, is he's just solid. He doesn't make any mistakes, only 4 interceptions on the year. And here's the handoff. This is the Jay Smith, number 1, carrying tacklers across midfield for a 15-yard gain is Jay Smith. First down under the 46-yard line.
Rose-Hulman seems like they have taken control of the line of scrimmage here.
May have worn down the.
Oh, nice. Nice stop. Nice stop.
Smith, Drake McLaughlin comes through the line there for the Franklin defense. And no gain for Smith on that play. It'd be 2nd and 10. And now Rose, their tempo a little bit slower. Robertson, pass fake, got a one-on-one opportunity out here in the post. Incomplete. Intended for Brandon Green. Green had a step on his man, but they couldn't hook up, and it's now 3rd and 10. Big play here for the Grizzlies. See if they can get off the field here. 3rd and 10 from the 46.
How about the sportsmanship? The tight end just turn down number 5's shoulder pads. Here, let me help you.
Uh-huh.
Let me make you legal.
Robertson gets the signal. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right.
Check display.
Drops back to pass, goes to the right, has some room. Now he's going to run on a nice tackle in the open field.
That's nice defense by Franklin. Let's see if Rose-Hulman will punt.
Hayden Bulmer, the freshman, comes up to make the stop, and indeed they will, Coach.
So tick for tack right here.
They forced a punt, the first punt for Rose-Hulman. Andrew Toller will come out.
Thing you have to watch now is maybe the clock, huh? With 8 minutes to play in this third quarter?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have to score each possession. Toller angles the kick to the coffin corner, but a little too.
This is going to go to.
Yeah, this should be up near the 20 as the referee marks it off.
Oh, my goodness. This is up to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, excellent field position for Franklin as they'll start here on the 24-yard line. Again, the HCAC website. Keep up to date with every school and every sport on the HCAC website. They have standings, they have statistics, they have a schedule. Go to the heartlandconf.org. It's HEARTLANDCONF.org to catch up on your favorite teams and your favorite sports. They fake the handoff to Cora. A nice little play. They get it out in the flat, and the pass is complete to Rias Moore.
Boy, did he tight rope over there.
Moore is a 6'3" senior from Brownsburg, Indiana. Here's Cora of the right side. He'll move the chains and get a first down as he crosses the 35. They'll give him all the way up to the 37. Make it to 38, first down. Franklin needs
7.
Need points.
Need points.
Down 12, 2-possession game. Ross looking to the sideline. Make sure that they're on the same page as him and Cora. Fakes the handoff, looks right, now back to the middle. Under pressure. And incomplete. Lucky that wasn't picked off. Little high, intended for Malachi Joy.
That was 3 against 5. 5 defenders.
Felt like there was about 15 Rose-Hulman defenders on that play.
Yeah. Count them, ref, count them.
He had pressure in the pocket, and then you looked at the throw, and there's
no sea of white.
Good defense by Rose-Hulman. Second down and 10. Cora to the left. He'll get the handoff going right this time. Gets around the corner, stays in bounds, keeps on his feet, crosses into Rose-Hulman territory.
Is that why he's the player of the week?
Come
on. He was stopped at the 45.
Just kept going. The young man from Tri-West High School in Liston, Indiana.
How about those Tri-West
Bruins
won last night against their rival of Danville.
And their volleyball team was playing in the regionals today. Oh, incomplete pass. As Malachi Joy was in a little bit of a hand battle. And maybe some contact, but no call.
But the feet got tangled up as well, and you can't call that if it's tangled.
Right. Incidental contact. On the coverage out there was Ryan Schmidt. And with 6:41 left here in quarter 3, Franklin on the move. 2nd and 10. Handoff to Cora. Nice patience, finds a hole. Gets all the way down to the 37. It'll be 3rd and 4. And with the score and time, Coach, you got to think you got 2 downs to pick this one up. Third down, Ross organizing. 3 receivers left. And here's that play again. Cora to the right. This time the contain is there by that Rose-Hulman defense. Number 1, Shaiku Sol.
They didn't seal over once he ran outside. They didn't seal that end there.
And I think you also got to give credit to Rose making sure.
Home.
Yeah, they got to the edge, forcing back middle to where all your help is. They got out there for that containment. Now it's 4th down.
Twins over on the far side.
4th and 6.
Got him.
And it's caught. He lunges forward.
Oh, yeah, you got to give it to him.
Spot.
You got to give it to him.
The ref up top has him short. I thought as he extended the ball as he went down.
This is a measurement right here.
Pass was hauled in by Spencer Wright.
Coach Jeff is all the way over to the hash. Come on. He's trying to help him spot the ball.
And they're going to mark him short
by
about a yard. So it's a turnover on downs. And the big play, I think, on 3rd down is what led to that turnover.
Didn't seal the corner, did they?
Yeah. Rose-Hulman played really well there on 3rd down and didn't get let Cora get outside.
Now defense needs to step up one more time. Because I tell you, if you go 3 and out here, you're going to probably have a pretty good field position.
And you're going to give yourself a little momentum, right?
Yep.
Right? A little more confidence. Robertson back to pass. Throws it out in the flat. That's caught by Hobbs. And a nice 1st down completion for the Fighting Engineers. Hobbs with a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3. 5 minutes left here in quarter number 3. Robertson.
Misdirection.
And good tackle. Great. Nice pursuit. Again, that's the exact what Rose did on this possession on the short side of the field. Jason Pierre-Louis did there. He kept that containment, did not let Reparenda get outside.
And he's 12 yards off the line of scrimmage making that play.
Big 3rd down. 3rd and 5. They only rush 4. Dropping coverage. Lays it out, and it's complete. Down the seam to the 5. Touchdown.
Wow.
Colton Nanko, the freshman from Yorktown, but there's a flag on the play.
This is coming back.
Colton Nanko, a 6-foot freshman from Yorktown, Indiana.
My trigger got quick. I gave him 6. Going to move him back 10.
It'll be, instead of a 3rd and 5 to a touchdown, it'll be a 3rd and 15.
I heard coaches yelling, hold, but didn't see a flag. That came in late, didn't it?
It did come in late.
Okay, all right.
You were not wrong. That was late. But Franklin got the call, and they needed it.
Okay, I made my first error today.
Well, if that's the only one, then you're golden.
Yeah.
Well, you are golden, Coach.
Thanks. Big play here, 3rd down.
Robertson back to pass, looks to the left.
Got him again.
Wide open at the 30-yard line. To the 10, being chased, the 5. Did he get in? Touchdown.
No flags. Wow.
Brandon Green.
Same play.
Opposite
side.
Got right behind the defense. And the offensive line gave him a big enough pocket that he could step in, and Brandon Green with his 2nd touchdown. And Rose-Hulman has taken control of the 2nd half. Extra point attempt. Rayberg up and through. And with 4:19 remaining in quarter number 3, Rose-Hulman on top, 47-28.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
71-yard touchdown pass. Robertson to Green. That's their second connection of the day. And Rose-Hulman goes on top 47-28, Coach. And as we have a flag come in after the play.
This could either be a sideline warning.
A little extracurricular.
Or a little bit of extra
little
smack
activity
talk
yes.
here.
We'll see as the kick went into the end zone for a touchback. So the ball would be placed at the 25. The HCAC Commissioner's Cup is a rotating trophy awarded to the institution that garners the most overall sports and points for each sport. Congratulations to Rose-Hulman, the winner of the 2022-23 Commissioner's Cup. Personal foul. It's going to be called against Franklin. That'll be half the distance to the goal. So they'll start the 12.5-yard line.
That
call
hurts.
For 13. And they back up. Long field to go with 4:19
in the third.
But Franklin has responded all through the first half. They would answer a Rose score with a score of their own. And here's the little end around. Again to the short side of the field. It's Quentin Boatwright. Takes it around the right side.
Now, if you're Rose, you just play prevent the rest of the way, don't you?
You can
you can't give up the big play quick, but let him eat some time.
Pass is caught out here in the flat by Rias Moore, with the completion. That's close to a first down. It'll be 3rd and 2. With 3:30 to go here in quarter 3. Moore, his second reception. Third down. 3rd and 2. Jennings in the backfield. He'll get the handoff. And I don't think he got enough for the first down there. And there, we'll call it short. It'd be a gain of maybe a half a yard. Be 4th down. Franklin's offense doesn't leave. They're going to hurry up. Try to get him to jump with the hard count. Now they'll reset. Ross in the gun. Jennings to his right. Got a one-on-one opportunity to the wide side of the field. Plenty of time left on the play clock as it trickles now down to 10. They're just trying to get him to jump offsides to get a free 5 yards. Rose-Hulman being very disciplined. And then they'll call a timeout, Will Franklin. And so it'll be 4th down. Nice job by the Franklin defense of not jumping offsides and committing a penalty. HCAC.TV. Follow your favorite school on HCAC.TV, powered by IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat. Big stop there, Coach, by the Rose-Hulman defense.
Yes, sir. We talked about you're always in the front row. You're always in the front row. You can always guarantee a HCAC game of the week, football game of the week next week. right back at it. Get your popcorn early for a 2 o'clock kickoff, and I do believe a 1:30 kickoff. Is it doubleheader weekend?
Yeah, we did. We have Hanover at Rose-Hulman.
And Manchester.
In Defiance at Manchester.
Yeah, doubleheader weekend. 2 p.m. start and 1:30 p.m. start.
Go back and forth between games? Or just get two monitors. Just get a couple monitors.
Do what Mrs. Myers does.
She does.
Set all 4 monitors up.
Well, Franklin is going to go for it, a flag. They run an option left, and they'll pick up the first down. Let's see about the flag, though.
I think you got offsides against Rose-Hulman, and I think you had offsides before that because the line judge had his hand on the flag.
Maybe they lined up in the neutral zone. That's what the call. Offsides, they'll be declined. And Cam Jennings will get the first down, the 5'8 junior.
You know, that's a smart call by coach to call that timeout because you don't know if that official's going to make that call or not. That time, he lined up on the offsides, threw the flag, got the first down. Clock now runs. That's not very helpful for you, though.
Under 2 minutes now at 1:55, but the drive is alive. Ross fakes the handoff, looks right, now left, now escapes the pocket, directs some traffic. He's got a nice little burst of speed. Turned on the jets, did Ross, and gets the first down.
No, missed it by a yard. Said he got out of bounds before then. Boy, that's a tough spot.
Well, 2nd and 1, and now you've got a lot of your playbook
open. A lot of options.
And, you know, we haven't yet to see that trick play.
Shh. It's coming.
Okay, I'm ready for it.
Okay.
Cora tries to get away but can't. Nice job by the Rose-Hulman defense.
You don't think they're fired up a little bit?
Marshall Cook in there on the stop, the linebacker.
Both teams have played really physical today.
They have, and fast. 3rd down now, 3rd and 2 from the 35-yard line. At some point, Franklin might have to go just a little bit faster, but you got to get this first down. I think if you get this first down, he bobbled the snap. Wasn't a clean exchange, but nonetheless, Cora got it. And Rose-Hulman defense cued right in on Cora. He'll lose another yard.
You got to go.
4th and 3. Cora is such a
that was 2nd down and 1.
2nd down and 1. I thought he got the first down on the – he went out of bounds a little yard too soon. Here comes the option. This is how they got the first down the last time. Cora gets the pitch and crosses into the 40, over the 40, and another flag.
Got 2 of them.
Could be another late hit.
I love how the official cleans up the sidelines as quickly as possible.
Because it could get bad.
Yeah, and, you know, one of our sponsors is Officially Human, and, you know, without our officials, we don't play. So, yeah, nothing nice to say nothing at all. And thank our officials.
Yes.
Win or lose, thank our officials.
Yes.
Sportsmanship is everyone's job. What have we got here?
I think, personal foul, another late hit out of bounds. So that not only with that a first down, you'll tack on 15 yards, and that'll take Franklin into Rose-Hulman territory with just under 30 seconds left.
Now, did he run out of bounds or was he forced out of bounds because the clock could run?
I think he ran out of bounds.
Okay.
I think the way the angle in which he was getting that first down, I think his momentum was carrying him out of bounds. So 29.2 seconds in quarter 3.
Nope, they're going to run the clock. They said they was
forced out then. Ross looks to the right, has a man, and overthrows it. Intended for Malachi Joy. If Joy's route, I think Ross had him going more toward the post, and Joy had kind of flattened that route.
He went to the flag.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if he gets downfield more, that's 6. He was behind the defense. But that stops the clock. 2nd down. Here's the handoff to Cora to the left side. Now cuts back. He crosses the 40. They'll mark him at the 40. It's going to be third down in about 4, and that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. We got one more quarter left in this big HCAC battle. Rose-Hulman on top of Franklin, 47-28. They've had 11. Welcome back to Franklin College. 47-28, Rose-Hulman on top. Big third down here, Coach, for Franklin.
Yeah, you look at as an old coach, I look at numbers and I look at the times. And time of possession here is crucial for Franklin. It's not desperation, but you got to speed up your offense just a tad.
But it's getting close.
Yeah. Well, you got 12 minutes. If you can score here and there's 10 minutes left on the clock, does Rose have enough to take a 6-minute drive to take it away from you? Who knows? This is a real important series here, I believe.
Well, it's a 3-score game now, so you've almost got to – you definitely have to score. Cora here to the left side. That's the man to do it. Breaks a tackle down to the 25, cuts across the grain and crosses the 20.
You think they have a microphone down there or a speaker down there?
He's a talented player. He gets a first down at the 19. And Ross gets the signal from the sideline. 1st and 10 from the 19. They fake the sweep. Will route into the corner and caught by Cora all the way to the 1.
The frontward roll caused him not to score.
It did.
It is the frontward roll because his butt hit before he got to the end zone.
Down to the 1-yard line, 1st and goal. And a big opportunity here.
I feel pretty good about what I just said.
You're right on it. You've done this before, huh?
I have.
It's not your first rodeo,
no,
is
it's not.
1st and goal from the 1. Cora behind Ross in the pistol. They'll do the option to the right.
Go.
Cora, and he stopped. Great pursuit by the defense. Cameron Dorsey, the senior, is able to get out there in a hurry to that outside perimeter and stop Cora from scoring a touchdown. 2nd down now and goal from the 3. Cora, he'll get stuffed again. Defense just keying on him. That time it was Ryan Schmidt. Comes across the line. Now it's 3rd down.
This is the 2nd time they've done this.
3rd down and goal now from about the 5. We've had 2 negative plays in a row. Let's see what they do. Yeah.
Trips.
Trip formation left. You got a receiver to the right in a one-on-one situation. They fake the handoff. They go to the slant. Almost picked off. A little over the intended receiver. And it'll be 4th down. Pass intended for Dawson Dallop. It'd be 4th down and goal from the 5. Got to get probably the ball in your best player's hand in Cora in some open space.
I would run the option again here on this far side.
Ross drops back to pass, and incomplete. Had a man in the back that Malachi Joy had found a spot, but the zone defense of Rose-Hulman on a first and goal from the 1 gets a huge stop.
So now if you're Rose-Hulman, what you want is a long, sustained drive. I don't think you're going to see this ball go up at all.
Well, and your combination of Jay Smith and Ruperta, they've done really well from the offensive standpoint. Ruperta 152 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns. Smith has 36 yards and 2 touchdowns. Here's the handoff up the middle is Ruperta. You're going to see a lot of that in this next quarter. Ruperta with a gain of 8 yards. It is second down and 2, and Rose-Hulman will huddle, not in a hurry. Plenty of time left on the play clock. 12 minutes left in the game. Franklin will would really need to get a takeaway here. Maybe at some point get this ball gang tackle while someone holds up the running back. Someone can strip it out. Ruperta pushes the pile. And they'll move it all the way up to the 15. And he'll be a yard short. It'll be 3rd and 1. No, they'll go ahead and give him the first down. So they move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 15. Ruperta got enough, got a good spot. Now 11 minutes left. And again, Coach.
That 40-second play clock is your friend.
They're in no hurry. They're going to huddle. They're going to take their time. They're going to get the right formation and play call and just execute the handoff as clean as possible.
And you're not going to break this huddle until it gets to probably 10, and you're not going to snap it until it's at least 3.
Play clock down to 5 now. Here's the handoff to Ruperta. He goes to the left side. Could have probably taken that outside, but again, knowing time and situation.
You don't want to score.
No.
You don't have to score.
We got to let that clock run if you're Rose-Hulman. And a nice 5-yard gain all the way up to the 20. 2nd down and 5. And the playing clock rolls again. Franklin needs a turnover in the worst way.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have in the linebackers and secondary, you're going to expect that run, so you'll play a little bit close to the line of scrimmage. Here's Ruperta to the left side. He piles up. Rugby scrum. Forward progress stopped at about the 29-yard line. Be 3rd and 1. They run the clock, 3rd and 1. And Franklin fans trying to get on their feet, trying to give this defense some energy.
You think our
the PA guy certainly is.
He's got some breath. That was good 15 seconds.
3rd down, Jay Smith in there now at running back beside Robertson. 5 on the play clock. Robertson to the right side. Breaks a tackle, spins around, gets up to the 35 for a first down. The chains will move, and then they'll reset the clock. And a big first down, and we're now at 8 minutes and 40 seconds. Drive started at the 5-yard line. 2 first downs so far. And, Coach, this is what Rose-Hulman wants to do.
Took 2 minutes off the clock on those plays. With the 40-second
those
play
2 series.
clock. Yep.
So 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll snap this with about 8:15 left on the clock. Robertson. He'll keep it this time. And he stays in bounds.
Yep.
Good pursuit by the Franklin defense, staying home and being disciplined. No gain on the play. Jason Pierre-Louis out there on the stop. It'll be 2nd and 10. And Robertson goes to the sideline, gets the play call, comes to the huddle. He'll be in the shotgun. Ruperta to his right. Ruperta gets the handoff. Weaves his way through traffic. Carries tacklers.
Oh, my goodness.
All the way up to the 44-yard line, a 9-yard gain. Coach, he got 5 yards in just the muddle.
What you call that? A scrum, not a scrum.
Yeah, it was kind of a rugby scrum.
Yeah, it looked like a rugby scrum.
I mean, just a little. It kind of looked like when they muddle huddle before.
Here, just carry my back.
Just go. You know, we're going to push. That's why we lift these weights. And
we good.
3rd down and 1. 6 minutes and 45 seconds left. They'll probably snap this ball at 6:30. I would say if the Franklin defense could get a stop, you might see a timeout. Robertson, Ruperta, he was going to break through the line, cross midfield, and crosses into Franklin territory. Another 1st down for Rose-Hulman, as he's at the 45-yard line. Boy, that's something when you know they're going to run.
And you just can't stop it.
You just can't stop it. 6 minutes remain in this contest. Rose-Hulman on top 47-28. A win for Rose-Hulman would make their record 5-2. And they would be 4-0 in the conference. Here's the handoff. This time it's to Smith. And flag comes in. It looks like the initial call is holding. Now, would you take it? Because that gives them 1st down all over again. Or do you take the result of the play?
I take the result of the play because it'd be 2nd down and 10.
And that's why you're a legend. Go to 2nd down.
I didn't win any football games.
Well, you could have.
No, trust me. Coach Harpo says, you just do volleyball, basketball, I'll take care of football.
So 2nd and 10.
Now this resets the play clock, resets the ready for play clock from 40 to 25 seconds, so you save a little bit of time that way.
And you don't give them a start all over with 1st down, so 2nd and 10. Play action. Gets hit as he throws, and it's caught down the field. Catch is made by Hobbs. Jalen Hobbs, the senior, who averages 18 yards per reception. They take a shot and come up big all the way down to the 7-yard line. Actually, we'll call it the 8-yard line, where it'll be 1st and goal. With 5:20 left in quarter number 4. Hobbs with a big catch. Rose breaks the huddle. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Ruperta gets the handoff. He'll be tackled inside the 5. Tackled by number 16, Demaria Stevens. Some young freshmen making some plays for Franklin, whether it's receiving or in the defensive secondary. Second down, we'll call it second and goal from the 4. And the clock's still rolling. We have about 4 minutes and 15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Wildcat formation. Repeat it. Carries down to the 2-yard line. Does Ruperta.
Franklin will drop a game out of first place with this loss.
Their first conference loss. They'll be 3-4 on the season and 3-1 in conference. Next week, they have another undefeated opponent in Mount St. Joseph.
That's on the road,
They travel to Cincinnati, yes, to go visit the Lions. Third down and goal. Ball resting at the, looks like the 1-yard line. Wildcat formation again. And Ruperta is stood up by Isaac Lawrence. Gets the stop. And it becomes fourth down from the, we'll call it the 2. And Franklin not using a timeout. Let's see what Rose-Hulman wants to do on fourth down. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remain. 20 seconds left on the play clock. Maybe they run this all the way down and call a timeout.
Did they got this ball at the what minute mark? 5-minute mark?
Was at the 5-yard line.
5-yard line. 8-minute mark, I do believe, wasn't it? No, 12-minute mark.
They've had it a while. Welcome back to Franklin College. Rose-Hulman, a 10-minute drive, coach, is what we just figured out.
It's amazing.
They have ground and pound and then threw a big pass play over the top. And you have Kyle Rayberg on for a field goal. He's made from 22 and 27. This one's even closer than an extra point. We'll call it a 19-yard field goal. He left a little early. They call a flag.
Yeah, they did. He took the little hopscotch. I'm going to throw my rock.
Little crow hop.
Yeah, I'm going to take my little. In basketball, that's not travel, though.
No, he's stepping into the shot. That's what he was doing. How often do you see a false start on a place kicker?
Well,
if you got that on your football bingo,
yeah,
you win.
You win.
So they'll move it back. This will now be a 24-yarder.
But it took 6 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, maybe there's some strategy to it. Because they're getting it all figured out. Getting the football back. They'll line it up again. So a 24-yard field goal. Again, Rose-Hulman took over with 12:36.
They put the time back on the clock.
Well, that's smart. 2:21 left here in quarter 4. A 10-minute drive that started at their own 5-yard line And the field goal is through and good from 24 yards out. And Rose-Hulman puts up a 50 spot and leads 50-28.
Soccer will be here as the Grizzlies go up against Erla.
50-28 with 2:16 left here in the fourth quarter. The second half has been all Rose-Hulman as the Franklin offense has not been able to respond. They've started in the third quarter with a 27-yard field goal by Kyle Reberg, and then a 71-yard touchdown pass from Robertson to Green. And then Reberg just added a 24-yard field goal. It's 50-28. And kicking off is Jonathan Olger. Olger sends it down. A good special teams tackle as Thompson gets it to about the 18-yard line, and that's where the Franklin offense will take over with 2 minutes and 11 seconds to play. Rose-Hulman, coach, over 600 yards of total offense, 252 yards rushing, 356 yards passing. Ross to throw, looking for his wide receiver. Owen Wright, the receiver that he was trying to hook up with. Incomplete, second down. 2:07 remaining. Ross looks to the sideline for the play. The formation, three receivers to the left, one to the right. Drops back to pass, finds his man. It's number 6 on the reception, and a flag comes in late. Derek Thompson with the catch, the senior from Brownstown Central High School. Let's see what the flag is. Looks like they're moving.
Face mask.
Face mask, personal foul. It's a couple of those we've had against Rose-Hulman today. That takes the ball way up into near midfield.
You got to clean that up a little bit. Crucial games like that, those little penalties can cause you some headaches.
1st and 10. Ross looks left, now right, now climbs the pocket. Finds Thompson again, bobbles it, but is able to hold on to it as two defenders collide into him, and it's another first down. Now we're into Rose-Hulman territory at the 36-yard line. 1:45 left. Ross looks left, throws out, and again, this one's caught by Owen Wright this time. Drags tacklers across the 20. And into the scoring red zone goes the Franklin Grizzly offense. Ross in the shotgun. New running back into the game, that's Zane Downing. And pass is complete. DeLapp for the catch, Dawson DeLapp. Gain of 9. And with 1:05 left here in the game, 2nd down and 1. Ross, nobody open, will scramble, throws to the back of the end zone, and incomplete. A flag comes in late.
Going to go on to 2.
Shaiku So is able to break the pass up, but I think they're going to say his hands were on the receiver. for pass interference. That's what the call was. Ball will be spotted at the 2.
Been trouble for them today.
It has. They've been down there. This last time they had possession, 1st and goal from the 1. Ended up with 4 and 5 from the 5. Downing on the carry. Junior from Greentown, Indiana. 40 seconds left. Be 2nd down for the Grizz. Ross under center, quarterback sneak. Gets piled up, no signal. They're going to say he was short. And it's going to bring up 3rd down as the clock runs with 15 seconds. Let's see if Franklin can get one more play off. They can. Gets a little push from behind. No signal yet, and there it is, a touchdown. Ross scores from 1 yard out. And with 5 seconds left, Franklin gets on the board. In the second half, it's 34-50 with the extra point pending on the 1 yard touchdown run. Crutchfield will come in to kick the PAT. Snap is down. The hold is good, and the kick is through. And Franklin gets on top, or gets on the board in this second half, and makes it 35-50. With 5 seconds remain. And again, as we look to next week's contest, and that 1 yard plunge. Second quarterback sneak in a row. Got a little help from his friends, Coach.
So did I. So did I.
A touchdown by the Grizzlies. Get something for their hard work on the board. That's the first time they scored since they went ahead 28-27. So 35-50, 5 seconds remain. Crutchfield will kick off. The Good Hands team on the field for Rose-Hulman, expecting an onside kick. And actually, that is Clint Herney, the freshman, and he'll squib it down the middle of the field. Picked up by Rose. He tried to run for 5 seconds and then gets tackled. And that will do it for our contest. Rose-Hulman on top and moves to 4-0 in the conference and 5-2, while Franklin will move to 3-4 and 3-1 in the conference with a 50-35 win by Rose-Hulman. Coach, final thoughts?
You know, very hard-fought game for both teams. Played very well. I tell you what, Rose-Hulman's both this conference, tough conference.
So congratulations to them. We'd like to thank our producer, Coach Keith Myers. We'd like to thank our cameraman, Eric Eaton. And this is Clark Chafin. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. So long, everybody.